millions of rupees each year in fighting fires. What is this? This is millions of rupees is spent in for when there is fire, for fighting fires, means for dousing the fire, for putting off the fire. And we spend more trying to find out new ways of preventing fires from happening and getting out of control. And much of the money is spent for preventing fires and to get them out of control. On the whole, we have learnt rather well to control fire and put it to good use in our daily life. And we have learned to control fire and to use it in our daily life. Long ago, there were no firemen. When fire broke out, everybody became a firefighter. And as is evident, as is clear from this picture, that people are carrying pots and buckets, and they have made a chain, and they are passing water to douse the fire. People formed human chains. This is human chain, when people are standing near and they are passing off buckets and all. Chains they still do if required, and passed buckets of water from a well or a pond to the blaze. To the blaze means where the flame is there, where there is fire. Now there are laws about building construction which ensure that space is left between buildings to reduce the fire risk. And laws have been passed when the buildings are being constructed. There's a law that there should be space left between buildings so that the fire risk, if there is fire in one building, it might not spread to the other one. Every new building, especially a public place, must ensure observance of fire prevention norms. कोई भी building, whenever any building is being constructed, there's especially a public place, it is there that observance means following of rules, prevention norms. Norms means rules. There should be proper management for fire. Bands of firefighting workers with special equipment known as fire brigades are there to put out fire. और bands of firefighting workers जो होते हैं उनके पास special equipment होती है, and they as fire brigade. The truck is there, and in this big pipes are there with large hose to put out the fire. Firefighters are highly trained people. They are trained to climb buildings and all when their need is. They possess many skills. Possess means hona. उनके पास they have many skills. They can climb over big buildings, and they can put out fire from huge buildings on huge buildings also, which are multi-storied and all. They can climb over that. They cut off electricity supply, knock down dangerous walls, spray water and other materials to bring fire under control. What do? Cut off electric supply. काट देते हैं. We have read yesterday that when water is sprayed on electric fire, it will catch the person will get electric shock. And first what they do, they cut the electric supply, and then knock down dangerous walls जो होती हैं उनको भी तोड़ देते हैं. स्प्रे वाटर एंड अदर मटेरियल्स टू ब्रिंग फायर अंडर कंट्रोल. आग बुझाने के लिए और मटेरियल्स का यूज़ करते हैं. दे आर ऑल्सो ट्रेंड इन फर्स्ट एड सो दैट they can help people suffering from burns or from the effects of smoke. उनको फर्स्ट एड की ट्रेनिंग भी दी जाती है कि कितना कोई जल जाए तो हाउ टू क्योर देम, हाउ टू गिव देम फर्स्ट एड बिफोर दे रीच द हॉस्पिटल. So what is first aid? The first help given before to the patient or the sufferer before reaching the hospital. So they can help suffering from burns or the effects of smoke. जब smoke भी बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती है तो they know, they are given training in first aid, how to cure that, how to treat that patient. The discovery of fire and its uses helped early man to cope with nature better and gradually adopt a settled mode of life. और fire के कारण और उसकी uses के कारण that helped the early man to cope with nature means to deal with nature, manage nature better and gradually adopt, and they, when fire was discovered, man adopted a settled mode of life. He did not move from one place to another. He used to settle at one place and do his work. Fire is still worshipped in many parts of the world. Fire अभी भी पूजा की जाती है आग की, अग्नि देवता की. Whenever there are some ceremonies, there is fire is there, so that is worshipping fire. Fire is, you must have seen in marriages also, the all feras are around the fire, so it is worshipped in that way. Fire is indeed a friend, but as we know, it can be dangerous enemy once it gets out of control. कहते हैं फायर जो है वो हमारी फ्रेंड है, बट व्हेन इट गेट्स आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल इट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस. जब अपने से बाहर हो जाती है तो वो बहुत डेंजरस होती है. सो वी हैव completed the chapter.